Let's get it. Yes, sir. Week 5, man. Week 5. Boy, this going to be a doozy. It's going to be some good football playing today. We got it all for y'all on the channel, man. I mean, come on, bro. It don't get much better than this now. Let's start with probably the game of the week. Oregon and Penn State. James Franklin, Drew Aller. Can y'all finally win a big game? Finally, right? A team that has had your number in Oregon, right? A team that's been beating you consistently, right? A new regime in Dante Moore, the quarterback, who has looked good, by the way, who has looked good. An emerging receiver who's leading in receiving yards in Decorian Moore. But nonetheless, you're Penn State. You got Drew Aller, Nick Singleton, Katron Allen, Trevor Pena, and a really good defensive line. You need to win this game. But I don't know. Something tells me in that Bay Valley, you will find some kind of way to lose this game. So I'm rolling with the Ducks. Ducks on top of Penn State. Put it clear just like that. They're going to be able to run the ball, and Morgan continue to establish himself as a Heisman candidate. I'm going with the Ducks. Man, I almost did a video. I just did not have enough time. But Florida State and Virginia, bro, the ACC is wild this year. How about them Cavaliers, man, with a big-time win? 4-1 on the year, looking good so far, man. Florida State, like I said, I feel like they was peeking ahead to the Miami game. Now you got that loss. They should drop to probably a top 15, top 20 team now. And Virginia, have they made the case? Should they be ranked? Hey, 4-1, you beat the number 8 team in the country. Hey, man, they should be ranked, brother. All right, now let's go to the noon game. Big game for Notre Dame. You cannot lose to Arkansas. And I don't know how much of a resume building win it would be for you, right? Because Arkansas, I think at this point, will be 2-3. But nonetheless, you're going to, obviously, Arkansasville, Hogsland, and you're able to pull this off. That would be big for them, right? And like I said, you need USC to continue to win and do what they need to do, right? But if you're Notre Dame, your defense has not looked good this year, right? Lean on C.J. Carr, lean on the rush attack with Jeremiah Love, obviously, in your running backs, man, and try to pressure Taylor Green and force him into turnovers, man. This one could be on upset watch, but I'm going with the Fighting Irish. They should be able to win this game. Next up, USC, Illinois. If you're Illinois, you got the crap beat out of you. On the road, obviously going up against Indiana. How do you respond? How do you answer? You know what I'm saying? Playing a USC team that's much, much improved under head coach Lincoln Riley. A big game coming up, man. Defense has to play better, give almost nearly 600 yards of offense last week. They got to be better. Nonetheless, I'm going with Jaden Mayava, and I'm going with Jacoby Lane and Malachi Lemon. I think USC can be for real this year in the Big Ten. I think they could be a contender amongst the just like top 4, top 5 team in that conference. I'm going with the USC Trojans. Big win on the road on Fox. Next up, the game I'm most excited about. Y'all know how we do it. QB1! QB1! Yes, sir, man. Trinidad Champions, bro. This is your shot. This is your opportunity. Seize the opportunity. All right? Do your thing. Now I know that LSU defense is for real. I know they got Monster Delane. I know they got Whit Weeks, who is obviously dating Lane Kiffin's daughter, by the way. That's a hell of a twist. I know they got Patrick Payton. I know they got Harold Perkins. But I believe in you. It's a home game. They're going to come to your land in Mississippi. Yes, Oxford. I'm going with Ole Miss. Upset, Garrett Nussmeier. I'm not buying into the hype, y'all, till I see it. This is a big game to see it. Can you do it against that front 7 on the road? You're going to have to show me. Upset Ole Miss. QB1 takes them boys to the victory and establishes himself as a quarterback to watch the rest of the year. Going with the Rebels. All right, now, big game. Texas A&M, Auburn. Auburn, you look good against Oklahoma. A lot of your fans feel like you got robbed. How do you respond? Jackson Arnold, Cam Coleman, Malcolm Simmons, Eric Singleton Jr. You got a running game. Defense looked pretty damn good against Oklahoma. But you're facing a whole nother battle. You got Marcel Reed and company. Can you stop that prolific offense with Carver? I don't know. We going to find out. I'm going to go upset, though. Auburn, don't prove me wrong. This is a big game, man. Aggieland is coming. Can you withstand? I'm going with Auburn with an upset. All right. Ohio State, Washington. A sneaky game, man. They got a quarterback out there in Washington that can play at a high level, man. Ohio State cannot sleepwalk into this game. They got to get out to a fast start, run the ball, right? Get the ball to your playmakers on the outside. Let them boys cook. Let them boys do their thing, right? And continue to let Julian Sand, who's looked pretty good this year. He's not getting enough burn. You know what I'm saying? When I say burn, just like notoriety, things like that. That kid been balling. Give that man his credit, man. Sonny Styles, Caleb Downs. Boys been looking good. I'm going Ohio State, but I do got it on upset watch. You're going to have to be careful. Now, big one, man, coming up for Tennessee Volunteers, man. They got Mississippi State. Mississippi State looks good so far this year, but first real true test of a game against, obviously, the Volunteers and that prolific, yeah, y'all heard it, prolific offense putting up a 50-burger, averaging a 50-burger damn near every game. Joey Aguilar has looked good. He's another guy that's looked like a Heisman candidate, in my humble opinion, and he's been slinging that rock. He's been slinging that rock to Mike Matthews, Braylon Staley, and last but not least, who's leading the whole NCAA in receiving touchdowns, and Chris Brazel II. Yes, I'm going Tennessee, man. I think they're going to whoop up on them boys, man, get back in time and have Jamal McCoy back. Their outstanding corner. Boo Carter has a big game. Colton Hood continues to show he's elite, and he's a first-round draft pick. I'm going with Tennessee Volunteers. I think they're going to be able to run the ball easily with Deshaun Bishop and Star Thomas. I think they're going to be a problem. I'm going with the Volunteers. Last but not least, Bama, Georgia. Who wins this one? Kirby Smart is 1-6 against Alabama in his tenure. 1-6. Now look, Kirby's a great coach, but damn, can you finally beat Bama, right? And then as we look, is Bama back? You got the crap beat out of you against Florida State, but you're showing a little bit of a pulse, a heartbeat. Maybe that was week 1 jitters. Maybe that was just week 1, and y'all boys wasn't ready. Ty Simpson has looked good. Got obviously the praise from head coach Kirby Smart, who obviously put some respect on his game. But are them boys ready for this game going up against Georgia? You know what I'm saying? We're going to find out, man. Big game. They've been questioning with their physicality a little bit, but I think they got the playmakers to do it. And then if you Georgia, you home. You at Sanford Stadium. You supposed to handle business against your rival. And it's time. This is probably one of your best chances to get at them boys, right? You got to handle your business, pick up another ranked win at home, and continue to further, enlighten and further, obviously, heighten your resume. You know what I'm saying? Gunnar Stockton does look good. He showed you he could throw that thing against Tennessee on the road in a hostile environment, and he understand with that rabid fan base, he should be able to do the same thing at home. Your running backs have look good. You've been running the rock. You've been depending on them. You should be able to come on top. I'm going Georgia. Georgia wins against Alabama. There y'all have it, man. Week 5 game picks. Enjoy Saturday. This is one of the best slates of the entire college football season. Should be a good one, man. I will have instant reaction to a lot of these games. I will be watching the Georgia Tech versus, obviously, Wake Forest game and doing my reports on there. Go to SI.com for all that. But after that, I will have my instant reaction and my college football recap show. But I will catch y'all boys later, man. Peace.